Good evening. I'd like to call to order the Old Bridge Township Council meeting for July 15th, 2025. If you could please rise, we'll do a pledge of allegiance, we'll do a prayer, and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As custom in this chamber, we stand for a moment to remember those who are protecting our freedoms, both here and abroad, for our first responders, for those who have made the ultimate sacrifice, for those who have lost their lives in the Texas tragedy floods, and for people suffering all over the world. A moment of silence, please. Mr. Pasquitti, our prayer.
Dear Lord, bless thy servants in the ministry of public affairs who serve thee in this chamber. Give us quiet minds and hearts that we may hear your voice. Help us to know when to speak, when to be silent. Give us strength to oppose the wrong and uphold the right. And grant that we have a good conscience and soul at peace with thee and with one another. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Please be seated.
Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Here.
Councilman De Palma?
Here.
Councilman Desai? Here. Councilman Garcia?
Present.
Councilman Murphy?
Here.
Councilman Pasquitti?
Present.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Here.
Council President Sohar?
Here.
This meeting is being held in conformance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Notice has been given to the official newspapers of the Township on January 14, 2025, and has been posted in public places. Next open public meeting of the Township Council will be held on Tuesday, August 12, 2025, at 7:30 p.m.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the meeting. We're going to start this evening with something very special, our proclamations and presentations. And I'd like to turn it over now to the mayor and to our business administrator and to Matt, our recreation.
Good evening. Tonight, we're here to recognize a program, Girls on the Run. Girls on the Run is a nonprofit program that empowers girls in grades 3 to 5 to build confidence, develop life skills, and foster healthy habits through fun, interactive lessons, and running activities. The program culminates in a celebratory 5K, which they ran on June 8th, giving the girls a tangible sense of accomplishment and strength. I am now going to call up Matt Mercurio, our Parks and Recreation Director, and Rosemary Rivoli, the Mayor's Health and Wellness Coordinator, to say a few words about the program.
Well, first of all, thank you guys all for coming out, all the teachers, administration. I'll just talk like this. Ro came to me with this idea a while back. It was a great idea. And thanks to Ro, the administrative team, the volunteer teachers, and more importantly, all the girls that decided to sign up. That's why the program was such a great success. We're going to show a quick 3-minute video that the girls and the teachers have put together for us. Then Ro's going to say a few words, and the girls are going to get their certificates.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to lay it out this way. You ready?
It's going to be worth it, trust me.
Technology is good when it works. When it works.
Hello, I'm Maureen McKiernan, one of the coaches of the Girls on the Run program here at McDivitt Elementary School. We are here today to celebrate the accomplishments of the girls who completed the program, which includes running a 5K at the end. Through this journey, we witnessed the growth of each girl coming together and creating something truly special. Let's ask the girls a few questions about their experiences during this year's debut of the Girls on the Run program.
Probably the I can power. The I can power is like if you say you can't do it, you replace it with I can do it.
Probably the power of yet, because when you think you can't do hard things, just add I can't do hard things yet.
Well, I was in the back of the line in the 5K. But then I met someone. I said hi to her, we agreed, and then I just kind of jogged with her. And then we were really close.
I made lots of new friends that I never knew about, and they really helped me with the running.
As you saw when we were filming, you could see they all really get along and they're all friends now, where they didn't know, many of them didn't know each other before.
We had medals for finishing the 5K, and I was really happy seeing my dad waiting for me and seeing my mom running with me, and it was really fun. I felt happy because that was my first race and I did three miles.
To watch the girls cross that finish line and to see the looks on their faces meant the world to them and to us, to know that they accomplished something that they were striving to do.
If you're mad or sad or anxious, you can use the 5-finger breathing, or if you say, I can't do something, you can say, I can't do this yet.
In, exhale, in, out, in, out, in, and out. How does that make you feel?
It feels relaxing because sometimes if I'm stressed on something I probably can't do yet, it helps me bring my stress down a little bit.
So we encourage your teachers to make that voluntary commitment, if they can, really to improve and empower the young girls that we see and we teach every day.
We are Girls on the Run!
You did a great job, girls. So by no means are we trying to reinvent the wheel. Instead, we have taken a proven program that's around almost 30 years, and we're rolling it into Old Bridge. And as you saw from the video, these kids took it and ran with it, literally, right? So a collaboration is the key to any successful endeavor. Where the children are concerned, you never have to look far, as you will always see walking beside them our school district's dedicated administration and our amazing teachers. Always willing to step up and go beyond to provide the students with any opportunity that will nurture their growth. To host a before school program, there are many logistics that are involved in scheduling. To have a principal who stepped up and said, yes, let's pilot this program here. Well, that was the beginning of something really, really special. So it is my pleasure to introduce the principal of James A. McDivitt Elementary School and the Municipal Alliance chairwoman for the past 26 years, 27? Our principal, Ms. Lori Ann Coletti. Mayor has something for you. Oh, okay. Well, listen, we really, from the bottom of our hearts, you made this possible. So now that we've had it in your school, our goal, so everyone knows, is our goal is to bring this to all of our schools in our district, including our Catholic schools. So if we start doing this, we're empowering our youth from 3rd to 5th grade, and we're setting a precedent across the board. So really, thank you so very much.
It was my pleasure, and I really owe all of it to Maureen and Mary and Antoinette, and the girls were wonderful.
We want to thank you for taking this program on, and we really hope it expands throughout the town. We can see how excited the girls were, and I think it's a really good thing because running makes you committed. And I find that people that run are committed to their studies and things like that, and I think it's a good thing to be involved in. And I want to thank you and your coaches, because without the coaches, we wouldn't be able to do it.
They were terrific. Everybody did a great job. And I'm going to take your video and I'm going to share it with administration and the other principals, and hopefully we can get it rolling.
It's great because we have a lot of schools in town.
We do.
Next year, we can have the room full with all the girls that did the
That's
5K.
it. That'd be great.
So we have you want to call up everyone and give the
Sure.
certificates?
This one is for Maureen.
Here, come over here and you can talk into the mic.
I'm sorry. My voice is not as good as it used to be. Maureen McKiernan. Antoinette Larkin. Mary Applegate. We're going to have Maureen do it.
No, they know what they're going to do.
Okay, so now the teachers are going to call up the girls.
Yeah, I just want to say a few things, if I may, just about the teachers, because it's really important. You know, we have 3 wonderful coaches here who volunteered their time. They took their own personal time to do this and make this commitment. They taught these young girls, these young minds, how with some patience, some time, and dedication, you can conquer your fears, you can overcome difficult situations, and you can achieve your goals. These life lessons were taught in and out of the classroom as they prepared for a celebratory 5K. So as you saw on the video, the coaches had the same excitement watching the girls cross the finish line as the girls felt competing in their very first 5K, right? How many people was their first 5K? All of them. So Henry Adams is a prominent American historian and author, and he said, "A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops." And that's the truth. So if it wasn't for the 3 of you, I can't thank you enough. So at this time, I would like to invite Maureen, who did first learn about the program. She immediately stepped up to spearhead it. And then she did such a great job promoting it that it was like a couple of hours that Antoinette's like, "I'm in." And then her enthusiasm was contagious. And then we have Mary Applegate, which again, no offense, ladies, I love your names, but Mary Applegate is such a great teacher name, isn't it? So these 3 ladies were really great and influential and the reason why we were able to do this. So if Antoinette and Mary wants to come up and do the presentations to the students.
Okay, so I'm going to announce the student names, and then Coach Applegate is going to announce their Girls on the Run name that we use just as like a fun way of remembering everyone's, first and last name. Some of the girls are here, some are not, but I'm still going to announce them either way. So we have Aziel Abuzid,
Astonishing Azil,
Maria Awad,
Magical Maria,
Analia Barrow,
Active Analia,
Fiona Bore,
Fun Fiona,
Nova Amatia,
Nice Nova,
Nova's in that pile. Yes. Fiona should be next. Brianna De Palma,
Brilliant Brianna,
Carly Fioretti.
Cool Carly,
She's not here. Abigail Guads,
Adventurous Abigail,
Sumaya Haxu,
Super Samaya,
Molly Marino,
Marvelous Molly,
Juliet McCormack,
Joyful Juliet,
Mila Orozco,
Mary Mila,
Marissa Paglukia,
Magnificent Marissa,
and Camila Pena.
Caring Camila.
Yeah, stand together for a big picture. Once again, I want to thank Mrs. Coletti and all the coaches. And I want to see all of you at the Mayor's Health and Wellness 5K run next year as runners.
Thank you all for being here, and thank you again for all that you did, all the coaches, and the parents for all the support, and of course, Mrs. Coletti. Thank you so much. And of course. Yeah.
Quarter of a K. Maybe a council walk.
Okay, we're all set? Yep, okay. Next, we're going on to our Parks and Recreation Month proclamation.
This month is celebrating Parks and Rec Department, and we happen to have one of the best in the state. Yes.
Sir.
Well, we'll say it's the best. A lot is under their umbrella. Actually, it's an award-winning because our Silver Linings Center has won multiple awards, even at the White House, state. It's a program that many towns want to follow. And it's a lot of under their umbrella, before and after daycare, summer camp, all of our many parks they have to take care of. So it's a lot. They're very, very busy. So I'd like to present a proclamation to Matt. He's accepted on behalf of the Parks and Rec. Parks and Recreation is an integral part of communities throughout this country, including Old Bridge Township. Parks and Recreation promotes health and wellness, improving the physical and mental health of people who live near parks. And Parks and Recreation promotes time spent in nature, which positively impacts mental health by increasing cognitive performance and well-being and alleviating illnesses such as depression, attention deficit disorder, and Alzheimer's. Parks and Recreation encourages physical activities by providing space for popular sports, hiking trails, swimming pools, and many other activities designed to promote active lifestyles. Parks and Recreation is a leading provider of healthy meals, nutrition services and education, and Parks and Recreation programming and education activities such as out-of-school time programming, youth sports, environmental education are critical to childhood development. Parks and Recreation increases the community's economic prosperity through increased property values, expansion of the local tax base, increased tourism, the attraction and retention of businesses, and crime reduction. Parks and Recreation is fundamental to the environmental well-being of our community. It is essential and adaptable infrastructure that makes our communities resilient in the face of natural disasters and climate change. Our parks and natural recreation areas ensure the ecological beauty of our community and provide a place for children and adults to connect with nature and recreate outdoors. And the U.S. House of Representatives has designated July as Parks and Recreation Month. Old Bridge Township recognizes the benefits derived from parks and recreation resources. Now, therefore, I, Debbie Walker, Mayor of the Township of Old Bridge, the Township Council, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, do hereby proclaim July 2025 as Parks and Recreation Month and encourage fellow citizens to recognize the benefits derived from parks and recreation resources. Thanks. I want to thank Matt for all he does. We have a wonderful park system. We have our great splash pad over here that's packed daily. We're having they're building a new picnic pavilion. If you haven't been there, it's almost complete. And we have many wonderful parks with many amenities and more coming this year. Did you want to say some words?
I just want to say recreation is what anybody chooses to do when they're not at work. So we get to plan anything that people do when they're not at work. It's not our job to tell you what to do. It's our job to find a place for you to be able to do that safely. My entire department in every area strives to fulfill the needs of every resident in Old Bridge. We have a very large umbrella, but I'm going to take this and I'm going to hang this and I'm going to share this with my entire department. I want to thank Mayor Walker, the Township Council, and the Business Administrator for recognizing 2025 July as Parks and Rec Month. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, very, very well deserved, the whole department. We have a phenomenal rec program here in Old Bridge, very proud. Next will be public hearing, H1, resolution approving a person-to-person and place-to-place liquor license transfer, plenary retail consumption, liquor license number 1209-33-022 from SN Liquors LLC to ABC Grills Edison LLC. Just want to pronounce it correctly for the record. Okay, are they here this
yes,
evening?
would you
Good
please come up?
evening. If you could come forward, please. Hello.
Okay, so for
The record, please.
your name for the record, sir.
Name for the record.
Rajesh Bhandari.
Okay.
So just for council's notification, this was the liquor license that we had the appeal on at the last council meeting for being within 2,000 feet of another liquor license establishment in town. So this is the Old Friendly's location. They came before council. Council approved the special, the waiver for that license. And now they're here to transfer the license fully so that they can go ahead and try to open their restaurant at this location. The police department has finished all their background investigations, and they've seen no reason to deny the person-to-person and the place-to-place transfer at this time.
And the public, as far as the public? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, open to the public. Do I have a consensus to open to the public? Aye.
Motion and second to,
Everyone
Motion.
is in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great. So we'll open it to the public now. Is there anyone here this evening who wishes to be heard on this item? Seeing no hands, I'll ask for a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
Okay, and all ayes, okay. All right, now we'll ask here, does any council person have? Anybody? Okay, Mr. Attorney, sir, anything?
No, unless the applicant has any comments to make. I
Right.
think, we heard a lot about the location and the transfer. I said unless the applicant wants to make a comment, we heard a lot about the location and the transfer, so I think we're good to go.
Okay,
I don't know if you want to make any comment or anything?
No.
Okay.
okay. Okay, so,
motion
yes.
and a
Mhm,
motion to
yes. Okay.
motion by Dr. Greenberg.
yes.
Second.
Second by Councilman DePalma. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes, good luck.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli? Yes. Council President Sohar?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Congratulations, good luck.
Thank
We
you.
look
Thank you
forward
all.
to,
Luck,
yeah,
man. Thank you.
we look forward to having you in Old Bridge. Thank you very much. Approval of minutes, resolution approving regular combined council meeting minutes and executive session. Meeting minutes of May 13th, 2025, June 3rd, 2025, and June 24th, 2025.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Murphy. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes, but June 24th, even though I wasn't here, I did watch the taping as well as the minutes.
Councilman Desai? Yes. Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
9 yeses, motion carries.
Bill list, Mr. Garcia.
Yes, thank you. Bill list as of July 15, 2025. Accounts payable, July 15, 2025, $3,044,829.88. Payroll, July 3rd, 2025, $1,297,777.54. Payroll overtime, July 3rd, 2025, $48,900.75, and that completes my report. Thank you.
Okay, can we have a breakdown of the overtime, please, Anna?
Yes, thank you. We didn't have any major upticks in our overtime during this payroll. The sworn police officer overtime was $28,733.07. Deduct grants, $7,156.91. Deduct ETO, $3,588.83, for a total of $17,987.33. We have 2 officers on light duty and 2 officers injured on duty at this time.
Thank you very much. Do I have a motion to approve the bill list? Okay.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, seconded by Councilman Asatuli. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli? Yes. Council President Sohar?
Yes.
9 yeses, motion carries.
Okay. Next will be ordinances for second reading, H1. Ordinance amending Chapter 235 of the Code of the Township of Old Bridge entitled Housing by rescinding Article 2 entitled Affordable Housing and replacing with a new Article 2 entitled Lead-Based Paint Hazards and Abatement. Do I have a motion?
Motion by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Asatuli. All in favor to open to the public?
Aye.
Okay, is there anyone here in the public who wishes to be heard on H1? Seeing no hands, I'll ask for a motion to close public.
Second.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman DePalma. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Nope.
Okay, anyone on the council on my left have a comment or a question about H1? On my right?
No.
Seeing no hands, then I will ask for a motion to approve.
Second.
Moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman DePalma. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Yes. Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
9 yeses.
FR1, ordinance for first reading. Ordinance amending Article 12, Chapter 250, Section 107 of the Township Code entitled Off-Track, I had improvements, okay? Off-track improvements. I have a motion.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Pasquini. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy? Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
9 yeses. Public hearing set for August 12th, 2025.
FR2, ordinance amending the redevelopment plan for the intersection of Jake Brown Road and Highway 9 and the intersection of White Oak Lane and Jake Brown Road. Do I have a motion?
Move it.
Second. Moved by Councilman DePalma, second by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
9 yeses. Public hearing set for August 12th, 2025.
Okay, next consent agenda, I'd ask for a motion in a second, and then we'll ask for separations.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Asatuli. Councilman Asatuli, any items for separation?
No.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes, please. I would like C1 and then C4, 5, and 6.
C4, 5, and 6.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Councilman DePalma?
None, thank you.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
I have none, thank you.
Councilman Murphy? Yes. Do you have any items for separation? Councilman Pasquini?
No separations, thank you.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
No separations at this time, thank you.
Council President Sohar?
No, thank you.
Okay, so motion, to vote on to approve the balance of the consent agenda. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Desai. Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes.
And that was with the removal of C1, C4, 5, and 6.
Okay, so Mrs. DeCaro, C1.
Yes, thank you. I just, there's a lot going on this agenda, so I just thought for public purposes, if we can get a little explanation on what C1 is, what we're voting on for C1, if we can maybe just do a little bit of, for the public purposes.
Okay, so, thank you, Fred. Good evening.
Community, CDBG is Community Development Block Grant, and basically, we come up with an action plan for, I guess, every year to try to get funding for different areas of the town that has, that is sort of approved by CDBG. I really don't have that much more to say about it. Other than that, we do it every year.
Okay, well, this looked like it was going from 20,
So if I could, there's
yeah,
there's two
thank you.
things at play.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's two things at play. And this, again, this is part of Community Development Block Grant, which those are federal funds that come to the township, to municipalities, from the federal government, for different programs that they qualify. So as part of the requirement to receive those funds, you have to do both a 5-year plan, look at 5 years out as to where you may expend those funds, and then on an annual basis, look at it annually, and then have a plan as well. So what this is the 5-year plan in conjunction with the 1-year plan to determine or show, to the extent that we receive funds as a community, this is how we're going to expend it for these types of programs.
Right, and I think it said that we were an entitlement community. Is that because of the population? We're over 50,000, I think it said, yeah.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. All right, I just wanted an explanation, just for the public's sake, because there's a lot going on, and a lot of times people ask, what was that about? What was this about? And sometimes people don't even know the right questions to ask. Okay. So I just thought, to give a little explanation, that's all.
All right, thanks, Sue.
Thanks, Fred.
And just to add to what Mark just stated, this is the 5-year plan, and every year we put out our yearly plan. The goals for the 5 years remain the same, which are to improve have public improvements and infrastructure, improvements to our public facilities, improvements to our public services and programs, and that one is directed towards older adults, youth, and those with disabilities, as well as our food bank services, so people that are low income and things like that. So this grant goes a long way to help with infrastructure, services, and all the things that go along with it. So.
Thank you, that's helpful. So it goes to not only infrastructure, but also services. Okay.
For example, the current grant that we have for this year that just finished on June 30th, 2025, went towards food for the food bank. It went towards new refrigerators and freezers that were desperately needed at the food bank. It went towards partial salary of the frail and elderly aid at the senior center, as well as 2 substitute bus drivers. So these are things that we don't have to worry about budgeting because we were able to get this year, and it subsidizes the cost of those employees, as well as improves the programs. So for the senior center, it improved our art room recently was completely redone for the senior center. And also, as I mentioned, for the food bank. And then some of these funds can also be used towards the improvements of roads and have been used towards the improvements of roads, drainage, sewage, from what I understand, and other infrastructure needs. The Camp Robin building is getting some much-needed upgrades in their bathrooms and stuff coming up this year. That is partially funded by CDBG as well. So we have a great team that comes up with creative ways to be able to use this funding that can really help a little bit everyone in this case, so.
That's excellent. No, thank you. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. I wanted to just know where all of that was going, and it seems to be going to a really, really good use. Thanks. Thanks, everyone.
So do we have a motion?
I'll move it.
Second. Moved by Councilwoman DeCaro, second by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
9 yeses.
Next will be C4, Mrs. DeCaro.
Council President, I don't mind if C4, C5, and C6, if we want to vote on them all together. Basically, they're all just about fair housing, and I see that Vina's here. I was wondering if she could just maybe come up. I know we've talked about this a lot, and so we all know kind of what's going on, but I was wondering if you can just share with the public exactly what is happening in these 3 resolutions.
So if I could, Mr. Carter, there's actually 5 and 6 are related, 4 separate, and I'll take 5 and 6 first. 5 and 6 actually are site-specific. That's the Oak Tree Plaza Apartments, and it's being sold. And I would report, and I know there had been issues at that site relative to compliance with the approval. And just one thing, Nicole, before she went on vacation, sent me an email. We've been riding the property owner for the last couple of months because he's selling the project, which isn't a bad thing. So he did complete his punch list as of July 11th, 2025. So all the punch list items are completed. But he still remain on the bond. We still have money left in his bond. He'll have to come for a reduction. I think that might be scheduled sometime in August. But that will remain because there's some maintenance. And then ultimately there'll be a maintenance bond posted. A lot of that has to do with the landscaping. But he did complete the punch list items. The new purchaser, as part of the sale, because there are affordable units in that development, there is a deed restriction that's filed, which basically says that there's a certain number of affordable units in the development, and when those units are deed restricted, meaning that you have to have income qualifications in order to rent, and there's certain requirements that our administrative agent oversees to get people qualified. So those deed restrictions run with the land, and as part of the, they're called UHAC, but basically the state regulations pertaining to affordable housing, in order for a sale to occur when there's a deed restriction, the administrative agent of the municipality has to give its approval. So the administrative agent, our administrative agent is Community Grants and Planning. There was a written request made to them. They signed off on it. But when you literally look at the requirements of the regulation, it says municipal approval. In some towns, the attorney does it, but I'm not the municipality, I'm just the attorney. So I thought it was more appropriate to have a resolution to authorize to approve the sale. Again, the sale's been vetted. The new purchaser, I've been talking to the attorneys for the new purchaser. So C4 is the township approving the sale to the new purchaser, and C5 it talks about a standstill agreement, and this is something the lender for the purchaser requires. So basically, that deed restriction has certain remedies that inure to our benefit. Basically, we have to ensure that the people who are in the affordable units are properly vetted, are paying the proper rents, that they're not being rented to people who aren't income qualified. And when that happens, we, the municipality, have the ability to enforce those remedies. However, we're not interested in being the landlord or the property owner. So obviously, any lender wants to make sure that their remedies, i.e. foreclosure if need be, that we would not step on their right to do that. But in the same token, we don't want them to step on our right to enforce our remedies. So the standstill agreement basically is just that if there is a default, that we would stand still, so to speak, for a period, 180 days, to allow the landlord to cure that default, right? And then we would stay, and then hopefully that it would be cured. So these two run together, and it has to do with the sale of Oak Tree Plaza. And I'll pick up on
C4.
C4, I'm sorry, that's 5 and 6. So C4, and we've done this. This is part of the fourth round affordable housing requirements. So we did the same thing in the third round. So obviously, the planning board adopted a housing plan and fair share plan, and it was been discussed. And obviously, we're in litigation because we did not agree with the number that was assigned to our municipality. That basically both fair share and the builders group indicated our number should be higher than what we believed. Our number was reduced based upon our plan from, I don't remember, I'm getting old. Right, so that's in our housing, that is our housing plan. And we have our reason or rationale. One of the requirements is a part of the whole process is that since the planning board adopts that housing element, the council has to endorse that housing element. And again, just for the public, there's been a lot of discussion, and I've cautioned council because we are in litigation and we are challenging the number assessed to us. The development and construction of affordable housing is not something the town has much at this point discretion. It's a requirement. New Jersey has found that there's a constitutional requirement or obligation for municipalities to provide affordable housing. And it creates an inherent conflict. And when I say that, not because you don't want to provide affordable housing, but the way the law is developed and the issues that have come about is how can communities continue to try to plan and develop in a way that's good for the town and community without being overdeveloped. And so there's this inherent conflict. And then you have on one side what's developed as Fair Share Housing, which is basically a not-for-profit organization that was created back in the 70s after this all started, who pushed for affordable housing, and then it seems as if the Builders League or Builders Association, not the Builders League, group of builders, they sort of work in tandem, if you can figure that out. One wants to build housing, one wants to say we want affordable housing. We won't judge their motives, but I don't think it's too hard to figure out why they work in tandem. But that being said, it is a constitutional obligation that communities have to do. And if we didn't do it, and if we didn't plan, if we didn't prepare a plan, and again, if anyone takes the time to review our plan, which is on our website, you'll see the amount of work and effort that Vina put into it primarily. I mean, it was an incredible job to do it, and she received some help, but it was primarily Vina. That we say, hey, look, we're going to provide our housing, and this town in the third round did an unbelievable job. Came up, we had municipally sponsored projects that we've met and we continue to provide for. So it's not a situation where, why are all these houses being built? Well, if you don't have a plan and if you don't put it in place, what happens is these developers can file what's called a builder's remedy lawsuit. And so what ends up happening is that, you may say, hey, we're planning for 300 affordable houses. If you have a builder's remedy lawsuit, you may end up, having many, many more market rate units with many, many more affordable housing units because it gives them the right to do it. So this is a process by which we're following the law, but we're also ensuring that the township has control in the way it's going to develop in a way that's beneficial to the township, but at the same time providing affordable housing in a deliberate process, and not so it's thrust on you, not so it's forced down your throat. But again, as part of that component, the endorsement, the resolution is one of the requirements that the town needs in order to continue to move forward. So if you don't hear from council to comment on it, that's because I advised them not to necessarily comment on it, because we do have a pending lawsuit. It's an issue that's, I don't know if it's sort of unique to New Jersey, but it's statewide. Many municipalities struggle with it's not because you don't want to provide affordable housing, but the process and being able to, keep the balance of making sure you have proper growth. There was a term used in New Jersey for many years, smart growth, but then not, having to force to build too many units. So that's sort of a long, abbreviated version of what that resolution is. So. Okay?
Okay, no, that was great. Thank you very much.
One other question, though, about this. As far as the bond release is concerned, there will be the people who live
Correct.
in the
That's
woods, especially
right, that process
they're
will
in that area.
right. That
to
process.
be-
Right. That'll still follow. They'll have to provide the notice. But as I said, as of July 11th, they had completed the punch list that was compiled by Environmental Resolutions, our consulting engineer, and as well as our forester as well. He was out there ensuring with respect to
Oh,
landscaping.
no, I'm
Yeah.
glad, because this project has been going on, I don't know. Fred, what would you say, how many years was this in progress?
2020.
Right, and there's been a lot that has transpired in between. So hopefully now we are on the right path with that as well. I just want to make sure those people really went through a lot over there. Okay, are you making a motion, or?
I'll move it.
Second.
We can do all three?
C4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, sure.
Moved by Councilwoman DeCara. Can we have a second?
Me.
Councilman Murphy. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli.
Wow, yes.
Sorry. Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman De Palma.
Yes.
Councilman Desai.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes.
9 yeses.
Okay, report of the township clerk,
I have no report.
okay, report of the township attorney.
Nothing, Madam President. Thank you.
Okay, administrative report. Anna?
Thank you. National Night Out. The Old Bridge Township Police Department will host its third annual National Night Out on Tuesday, August 5th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the Municipal Complex parking lot. Come meet and interact with the officers of the police department, the fire department, EMS, and OEM, and learn about the many vehicles they will have on display. Participate in various activities such as face painting, bounce house, giveaways, and demonstrations. There will be also food, ice cream, and music. We hope to see you there. The Old Bridge Food Bank is in need of food donations. Please visit oldbridge.com/foodbank for the full list of items currently needed. Donations can be dropped off at 3 locations during the following hours: Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Silver Lining Senior Center, Tuesday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Old Bridge Food Bank, and Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Old Bridge Public Library. As a side note, the food donations will also be accepted during National Night Out. If you bring a food donation to National Night Out, you'll be entered into a raffle for a gift card. We thank you for your continued support of the food bank. Old Bridge Police Department welcomes 3 new officers. Chief Thomas Montagna and the Old Bridge Police Department would like to welcome 3 new officers: Officer Daniel Asiello, Vance Anthony Polino, and Luke Cox. We congratulate them and know they will be a great asset to our department. Just for your information, the 3 officers will be at our August meeting for introduction. Estimated third quarter tax bills. Estimated third quarter tax bills were mailed out at the end of June. The estimated bill is the only tax bill you will receive for the August 1st, 2025 tax payment. The 2025 Final and 2026 preliminary tax bill will be sent out in late August, early September. The Township Division of Tax Collection will be open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. during the third quarter tax collection period. The tax office will also be open from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, August 9th, and from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Monday, August 11th. The last day to pay taxes without interest or penalty is August 11, 2025. Payments received after August 11th will accrue interest back to the statutory date of August 1st. For additional information, residents should contact the Division of Tax Collection at 732-721-5600, extension 2999. Parks and Recreation. Vendor applications for Saltwater Day and Old Bridge Day are now available on our website. Saltwater Day will take place on Saturday, August 9th from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. and a rain date of Sunday, August 10th. And Old Bridge Day is scheduled for Saturday, September 20th from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. with a September 21st rain date. For more information and to download an application, please go to oldbridge.com/recreation or call 732-721-5600, extension 4999. Hometown Hero Banner Program. The Township is proud to announce that the first batch of Hometown Hero banners were hung in the municipal complex before July 4th. Many veteran families have sent in pictures and thank you notes expressing their appreciation. We encourage residents to consider purchasing a banner for a relative or a loved one. This is a great way to honor our armed forces, both past and present. More information can be found at oldbridge.com/hometownheroes. I'm sure you've all seen it on the loop over here and also up 516.
Looks great.
The banners on 516 are for our veterans who were killed in action. So those are the ones that are displayed on 516. Retirement of 2 Township employees. It is with much appreciation that we announce the retirement of 2 employees from the Township. Detective Keith Mandriota and Police Officer James Erickson both retired effective June 1st, 2025 after 19 years and 26 years of service with the Old Bridge Police Department. We extend our sincerest appreciation for their service, and we wish them all the best as they begin this well-deserved new chapter. And this concludes my report. Thank you.
Motion by Councilman Desai. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Good, thank you. All right, next will be our public comment on any subject matter for a maximum period of 3 minutes.
Okay. The public comment portion of our meeting is to allow the public to bring to the council's attention their concerns or comments. This section is open for any topic or items in the consent agenda in accordance with NJSA 10:4-12A and the Old Bridge Rules of Council. The council asks the public to limit their comments to 3 minutes or less. Only one member of the public shall approach to speak to council at a time. The council will respect the public's time by refraining from any comment until the speaker is finished with their allotted time. Should be further noted that the public comment portion of our meeting is not structured as a question and answer session. If a member of the public has questions they seek answers to, an appointment can be made with the corresponding department's office during regular business hours. Township Clerk will regulate the time during the comment portion of our meeting. As you approach the microphone, please state your name, no addresses.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening. My name is Ruth Queen, and I've been a resident of Old Bridge for 37 years. I have raised 2 sons with my husband, gone through the public schools, many recreation activities, and love living here. We have such a large, diverse community. Last month, I participated in a march supporting our local LGBTQ community. I was so proud to see so many people of all ages and races from our town standing together. I especially want to thank our Old Bridge Police who were there to protect us. However, I am very disappointed by most of our town's elected officials. In June 2022, Mayor Henry proclaimed June 2022 as Pride Month. Why wasn't June 2025 proclaimed as a Pride Month? This year, nearly all the council members did not even support us by avoiding us while we were outside the municipal center. So many residents were united in support of our LGBTQ community. I hope in the future our elected officials will return to the recognition of our LGBTQ community and as Mayor Henry said in June of 2022, to actively promote equality, liberty, and justice. Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening. My name is John Moralia, and I've been an Old Bridge resident for about 40 years now. Thank you. Okay. I'm here tonight to hopefully encourage you to once again bring up the topic of creating a resolution in opposition to the Northeast Supply Enhancement NESI. And I realize the council in the past has turned this down, but Transco is coming back again to rebuild this project, so we're back again to object to this project. I'm also a member of Sierra Club, by the way. So why should you be interested in this particular project? Because it affects Old Bridge directly. Transco is not necessarily a great corporate partner. They've got a track record of safety violations, of poor maintenance, of not checking up on corrosions on their pipeline. This project was canceled. It was rejected by both New Jersey and New York State in 2020. Now, Transco is back in here again with the exact same proposal, not even bothering to address the issues which led to their rejection in the first place. What were those issues? First, it's not needed. 3 studies showed that this extra gas line and the gas that it'll produce, natural gas, is simply not needed in New York where the gas will wind up. Beyond that, it's going to create pollution in the air and in the water. I'll go over that in just a moment, as well as endanger environmental habitats as well. The portion of the pipeline that directly affects Old Bridge is called the Madison Loop. And the Madison Loop is 3.4 miles that will be going through Old Bridge and Sayreville as well. And this is not going to be like the gas lines you all put into our homes earlier this year where they snaked a new pipe through an old pipe. This is a brand new line. They're going to have to dig underground to put this line in. Where are they going to dig? Through our open areas, under schools, under businesses, under our roads. It's going to create an awful lot of problems in the construction of the project. In the bay, for example, it's going to dig up over 14,000 acres of sediment in the Raritan Bay and the lower New York Bay as well. This is going to resuspend over 1 million tons of pollutants.
I'm sorry, sir, that's your 3 minutes.
Okay. Thank you.
I hate talking in front of people, so just bear with me. Evening. Don't do it at all. My name is Joyce Birch. I'm a resident of Old Bridge for 56 years, going on 57. I was right back to Grace Drive when I was born at St. Peter's Hospital. I lived at 349 Shoreland Circle in Lawrence Harbor. After calling the Board of Health, the Housing Department, and not one person would step up and help me when my house was rat infested. Not one. I have pictures, I have estimates, I have everything. The only advice that I got from anybody in Old Bridge was move out. That's all I got. I did move out in an emergency situation. I'm living with friends and family still. I have a very good career. I could absolutely move wherever I would like to go. But the housing market now, renting, buying, you can't find, it's doubled, it's tripled. When I am here tonight, not just because of the Department of Health telling me to move out and the planning board telling that they come look at the structure of the house. There was no certificate of occupancy on the house. And the landlord was fined one time from November 18th, 2024, when I called the Department of Health, and I moved out March 31st. One time, the landowner was fined. One time. I had rats in my house. My grandchildren could not come over and see me for the holidays because nobody wanted to do their job correctly. No one. Let me see, I want to get this. And now there's a lockbox on the fence at 349 Shoreland where the landlord is trying to rent the house out again. He did no repairs. The only thing he did was patch the front stairs that the rats were living under and digging through the walls of the house. It was horrific. I left almost all of my stuff there because I couldn't take it with me. The reason I am here today is to tell you somebody's going to get hurt in that house. Somebody's going to get sick. If you watch the news, the bubonic plague is back out there. And where do you get that? Rats. So Lawrence Harbor, since the streets were ripped up, and then the sewers were ripped up on top of that, nothing was done to prevent any of this. I rented legally as a renter in the state of New Jersey. You cannot get an exterminator. It has to be the landowner. And he would not do it. And nobody made him do it. This man has no regard for Old Bridge rules, Middlesex County rules, and state rules.
I'm sorry, ma'am, that's 3 minutes.
You want my pictures? I have them.
We'll take them.
All right. Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Sean Brown. I'm a Cheesequake Volunteer Fire Lieutenant and Corresponding Secretary. Excuse me, I'm not a public speaker, and we're a little sleep deprived. We've been out every night, first 2 nights this week. As the council may be aware, I am working with the other fire companies to improve the township's volunteer incentive program. The reason for my appearance tonight is to assist the council with any questions they may have concerning this proposal. I gave the business administrator and the council president on 6/23. I also wish to implore the council to act expeditiously as possible so that we can add these tools to our recruitment and retention efforts as soon as possible. As you may or may not be aware, the volunteer fire companies and first aid squad face daunting challenges recruiting new members. To that end, if the council has any questions for me, I'd be more than happy to answer them. If there's a specific issue which may need further research, I will gladly answer them for you at the next public meeting on August 12th. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, boy. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. My name is Taylor McFarland, and I'm the Conservation Program Manager for the Sierra Club New Jersey chapter. The Sierra Club is the oldest and largest environmental nonprofit in the nation with almost 4 million members nationwide. To kind of piggyback on John's testimony, Nessie is back. We are not receiving any of the gas. I looked into their application and I sent it to your engineering team, so they have the application. But I looked into the Madison Loop, which is the pipeline, the 3.4 mile pipeline that will go through Old Bridge and Sayreville, just to walk you through where this is going to go. So it's going to connect through the current Old Bridge compressor station, travel east, cutting through Cheesequake Road, cut under Route 9, then cut under Parkwood Village, travel along Westminster Road, cut through Cheesequake Creek, run just north of Lemaire Clubhouse Housing Development, then cut under the New Jersey Parkway on the Sayreville side, then cut directly under the Lockwood Marina, then right under Morgan's Bluff. Then it will go under Route 35, just north of First Street. Then it will cut under the railroad tracks where New Jersey Transit runs, then end at the Raritan Bay. And then there's the Raritan Loop, which is 5 miles from the Raritan to Long Island. So obviously these are major roads. railways, housing developments that will be impacted. I just came from Manawan's council meeting. They unanimously passed the resolution in opposition. A few weeks ago, Keyport unanimously passed resolution. Monmouth County Commissioners opposed this project. Last time this was around, over 20 municipalities opposed this project. And I'm asking you to also oppose this project. Like I said before, I sent the permit application to your engineering firm. I'd be happy to send it around as well. But I'm again asking you to oppose this project. Thank you.
Anyone else in the public who wishes to be heard?
Hello, my name's Amanda Caffrey. I'm a lifelong resident of Old Bridge. I am currently the recording secretary for Cheesequake Volunteer Fire Company, and I previously held position of vice president for Lawrence Harbor Auxiliary, an auxiliary for Cheesequake, I should clarify, right? So I didn't plan on speaking tonight, but I did want to piggyback on what Sean said. There's an issue that communities face right now with volunteerism. It's not like it was when my parents were my age or my grandparents were my age. And I feel like there's things that can be done to incentivize the current younger community, maybe just out of high school, to make that step and volunteer. Things that would be kind of sticky offerings to keep a volunteer volunteering, right? And I know I did speak to Mayor Walker about this couple months ago at a Lawrence Harbor event. And I think that it benefits our community, right? If there's a fire and we only have a small number of firefighters available, that impacts the community. And the same is true with the auxiliary members, right? A lot of folks might not be familiar with what a fire department auxiliary does. But in the case of an emergency where a neighborhood has to be evacuated, right, the auxiliary members, and I've participated in something, I won't give all the details, but where it was approximately 13 homes had to be evacuated and cots had to be set up and they had to be made comfortable in an emergency where they had to leave their homes, right? And the service that an auxiliary member and the fire departments can provide, you know, I'm not sure that you could put dollars and cents on that. It's critical. And the numbers are so low when you look at the active members that are volunteering in these organizations. So I propose the township look at things like incentives with summer camp, right? If you volunteer for a fire department or for an auxiliary and you're meeting whatever the criteria is for volunteer hours, that maybe there's a discount or maybe there's, you know, something that can be done to help your family offset the cost of a summer camp or offset the cost of a preschool enrollment, or, you know, other things that maybe. I think there's brainstorming sessions that, you know, could be had to think of things that can be done. You know, recruitment within the magnet schools, right? Folks who are from Old Bridge and plan on staying in Old Bridge. I think there's a lot of really good ideas, but I would encourage. I'd encourage to further the conversation within our fire departments, within our auxiliaries that support the fire departments, so that, you know, we do have those services and people are there to show up when we need them. You know, and that's it.
And thank you. Is there anyone else in the public who wishes to be heard? No? Okay. Seeing no hands, I'll ask for a motion to close public. Aye.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Asatuli. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Good.
All right, and thank you all for coming this evening. It was a pleasure speaking with Mr. Brown, and thank you for all the information. Our business administrator has disseminated the information. Anna, can you tell them?
Yes, thank you. As Mr. Brown indicated, we did meet on June 23rd. I met Council President and I met with Sean, and I put all the information together, the proposal that was sent, and I sent it to all council last week. Unfortunately, I was unexpectedly out right after that meeting for about a week and a half. So all that information was disseminated to all council early last week. for their review, and then to get back to me with any comments or questions they may have. So I'm sure we'll be reaching out. And I did email Mr. Brown back and let him know that this was done, and we'll be following up with him once council has given their comments and reviews. Obviously, some of the items that Mr. Brown had brought up do have financial components to them, so it's something that needs to be reviewed on various aspects, if it's something that could be implemented mid-year or would have to wait until 26 because they would have to be budgeted for. So different things like that have to be taken in consideration, and we provided all that information to council, everything. I did my research. A couple of the towns were brought up during our meeting, so I researched them as well. I reached out to those business administrators to get some feedback as well. So we're doing our due diligence to make sure that we keep our volunteers in Old Bridge and that we are able to assist in any way we can. And we'll get back to you guys.
No, absolutely. We did not, you were not forgotten, and we appreciate you. We all do. And as I said, the information was, you gave us a lot to disseminate, and we did take it to everyone and let everyone have a chance to look and get back to us. And as Anna said, unfortunately, she did have something very serious. So that being said, we know that you want to get on the move. There are events coming up in the fall and so on that you want to be able to, as you said, speak about. So we definitely are on it, and we will get back to you as soon as we can.
Can I
Right?
just
And
add
thank you
something?
again,
Can
all
I-
of you, for what you do.
Council President, could I add something?
Yeah.
I just want to say, my husband, as you know, was on Cheesecake for about 35 years. And unfortunately, the state has mandated so many hours now. And I think that's what's really hindering a lot of the volunteers. Because years ago, you could join and then you could get your fire one. Correct, I might have the hours wrong. Is it about 270 hours you need now? Mhm. Yeah. So just think about it. That's a lot for a person to take out. I think the state is trying to force out volunteers by implementing all these mandates. And I think that, I think the state, I had talked to Senator Henry about this. I think that we have to attack this from a state level too. I think that we have to ease up a lot of these mandates and give the people more time. Because I think that's one of the major problems you're having with retaining volunteers, because you have a family, you have a job. It's very difficult to go to school and get all these hours in, and they're driving away the volunteers. So I think that maybe we could get with some of the state representatives as well and come up with a plan. I've spoken to Amanda too, and I think we could come up with something. You know, I love volunteers.
Thank you again for coming this evening.
Councilman Asatuli.
Yes, first I want to say thank you to all the residents come up. It's not easy to speak publicly. I know sometimes I see you guys get a little nervous, but we really appreciate your feedback, and I truly mean that. We hear you. I promise you that. Number two, the Hometown Heroes program, Casey, I absolutely love it. I think a lot of times the kids nowadays don't know it because they never experienced it and don't know what the great heroes of this country and their families, what they did to give us the freedom, because freedom isn't free. And how could you be happy if you're not free? That was a great idea. When I drive by, I talk to my daughters about it. I really do. And I said, look at this one and that one. I hope when people walk down and look at it and read it, they can talk to their children about it and see what made this country great. So phenomenal idea. I really appreciate it. And congratulations to Keith. And yes, it's phenomenal, Casey. Love you, bro. You have no idea. It gives me goosebumps that we can teach the kids. It's just, they need it, you know? And congratulations to Keith and James. We'll miss you. They were here a long time and they served really, really well. So congratulations on your retirement. Eric, I saw your daughter with this Girls on the Run stuff. Let me tell you, it gives me goosebumps because there's so much madness in this world. There's so much on social media that destroys these kids' confidence, self-esteem. I got two girls. I know what it's like. They need this confidence, this self-esteem, especially with social media, with the comparison, you know, and the bullying online. And I'm going to say it because I'll stand by this forever. This men and women's sports is absolutely sick. And at the end of the day, they fought so hard to become the best version of themselves. I really hope that this program spreads all over Oak Ridge. Because when you can tell a child that goes from I can't to I can, you know, and sacrifice and be competitive and know that, you know what, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. And it's really exciting to see and give them the confidence that they need and they deserve to live in this world. So I really hope that next year when we come here, this whole place is packed with all these young ladies, because you know why? They are the future of this country, and they deserve it. Thank you.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Thanks, Kate. Okay, I would like to start just with the speakers. I'd like to address the speakers that came up. I tried to get everybody's name. Ruth, thank you for standing up and speaking. I have been trying. I've been talking about the Pride rally, Pride flag raising for a couple of years now. I really think that we should do it or recognize the group in some way. You guys did a great rally, and I was there. I walked through. I didn't get there too early, but I did walk through. I do believe that we should recognize the marginalized group. June is Pride Month, and the people in the LGBT community have gone through a lot to get to where they are now. So I think it's nice to just recognize them in whatever way. So thanks for coming and speaking. Sean and Amanda with the volunteer program, that was addressed here. We did get the email. I read through it. I'm going to read through it again, and I will get back to Anna with my comments. You guys are great. Again, the volunteerism is the best. I'm a consummate volunteer myself, so I get it. I've had people joke that if I get paid for something, I would say no, sorry, I can't do it. So one question I have: 198 Fire 1, 398 hours for Fire 2. That's in what capacity is that? Yearly, monthly, how many hours? Oh, so that's in 6 months. Okay. It's 6 months. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. We'll get back to you guys. So John and Taylor with Sierra Club. Do we have any information about this pipeline? Can we?
Yes, so I know that Kate received yesterday from Taylor the resolution, so Kate shared that with me today. Also, probably mid-June, they had reached out to us, Transco had reached out to us for a meeting, so that's going to be, actually, it's next week. So I'll be meeting with them next week to get more information on the project. I'm actually a little bit familiar with this project from years ago when they first tried to come in. I only know this because they used the senior center to do their public sessions, and I had to be there. So I am familiar with the project. I already spoke with Mark about it today as well. We got the resolution. I'll review it with Mark, and I'll make sure that Kate sends it to all council if she hasn't done so as well.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I think that's good for you to hear, right, Taylor? Yeah. John left, but tell him. All right, excellent. And, I think Joyce left also. She's a rental in Lawrence Harbor. Do we, code enforcement, do we have any comment on that? I mean, is there anything we can do for rental properties with code enforcement to landlords?
Yeah, I was given her information. I'll check with the code enforcement team tomorrow and see if they've gone out. I'll reach out to the health department as well and see what they have on file.
Excellent. All right, thank you very much. I always tell people, the best thing if you have any issues, if you have any problems, the best thing to do is to come and speak. Either send us an email or come and speak at a council meeting, because we're all here, we all hear you, and administration is here, the mayor, our business administrator, and our attorney. So, any problems could be answered or at least taken in advisement. So anyway, the only other thing is I just want to congratulate the girls on the run. I want to thank Rosemarie and Matt for getting that going, Ms. Coletti for accepting, these guys already left, and the teachers for running it, and I look forward to it, hopefully spreading to the other schools moving down the road. And I think that's it. Congratulations to the retirement of our 2 officers also. That's it. Thank you.
Councilman DePalma.
Thank you. So for Girls on a Run, obviously my daughter was one of the the young ladies up here. She was embarrassed by me again, so I did my job as a father on multiple occasions. And Darren, thank you for assisting me in embarrassing my young lady. But it was great. So I dropped my daughter off every Wednesday at 7 a.m. to start that. It was a great thing. The teachers were absolutely phenomenal, volunteering their time. I ran the 5K with them as well. There were hundreds and hundreds of students that were there for that event. It was an absolute phenomenal event, great cause, getting those girls out to run. Just wanted to thank the teachers for volunteering their time, Ms. Coletti for allowing it, obviously Ro for getting it together, and also the girls for doing it. It's not the easiest thing, dragging a 3rd, 4th, or 5th grader out of bed at 6:30 in the morning to get them to school at 7. So thank you guys for participating. Also, 2 congratulations to some of our teams in town. The Saywood South 13 and under baseball team for winning the Babe Ruth State Championships this Saturday. Yep. So last year they won the 12 and under. They ran the 13 and under this year. Mayor Walker, Council Vice President Greenberg, and I were there. They were down 3-0, I believe, in the 3rd or 4th inning, and they came back to win 7-3. So it was an absolute phenomenal rally. So congratulations to them, and also best of luck to them in regionals. So check out their social media. They probably are posting it. They are hosting it at Menino Park, the regionals for Babe Ruth. So if you guys can get down there and support the team. And also congratulations to the Old Bridge Soccer Club Thunder 14 and under girls on a wonderful postseason run at the National President's Cup in Tampa, Florida. Unfortunately, they didn't get the same outcome as the Saywood South, but for that team from here to make it all the way down there, make the run that they did, absolutely phenomenal. One of very few New Jersey teams there. For them and for all the athletes, obviously myself and probably all of us up here are proud of all the hard work and dedication that these young people put in. It's a totally different sports game than when I played as a kid. So these are 24-hour athletes. They're not the seasonal athletes like we were. So congratulations and keep up the good work. Thank you.
Councilman Desai.
My congratulations to the group, Girls on the Run group for their achievement. My best wishes to 2 retired police officers in their future endeavors. Rest, please enjoy the summer responsibility. This weather is very strange. One day you have a heavy rain, one day you have a storm. So make sure you follow the weather guideline. Thank you and enjoy the summer.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes, thank you. I also want to congratulate the girls on the run and the coaches for their achievements. I couldn't imagine running a 5K. I don't even know what a 5K is. Is that 3 miles? It is 3 miles?
You could do it. You could do it.
Yeah, it'll probably take me a week, but I could probably do it. But congratulations on the girls. I just couldn't imagine. Those days are over. But congratulations. Also, Matt and his team, Parks and Recreation. Congratulations. Well, you do a great job with the team. So congratulations. I also want to acknowledge the 3 new officers. Congratulations to them, and let's hopefully keep them safe. And the 2 new retirements. Like I said, welcome to our retirement club. It's a good club to be a part of. Believe me when I tell you. I also have a couple other congratulations. Not congratulations. Thank yous. I want to say. I got a call 4th of July weekend. A couple issues down in the harbor. One being, believe it or not, bushes overgrown. One being about a camper parked in a parking lot. There was one more. Oh, the lights, the park lights being on. So I waited till Monday. I notified, like I always do, in order, the mayor, Anna, Casey, Matt, the police department. And you know what? Congratulations. Thank you, guys. This thing was all taken care of on Monday. I called Monday morning. I sent it out. So it works. When you send me an email, when you send anybody up here an email, just give us a chance to help you. And we don't have to be at the harbor. We don't have to be in your presence. Send us an email. We have a great team behind us. They always respond. So guys, I want to thank you guys for your response, and ladies as well, so thank you. And as far as 349 Shoreline Circle, the woman I spoke to outside earlier, I will look into that. I will take a ride by there tomorrow. I know you said we have to call code enforcement, this and that, because nobody should have to live like that. That's just totally disgusting. But that's all I have, so thank you. Enjoy, I guess, the rest of your summer. I'll see you next month. Thank you.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes. There's a lot of good things going on in Old Bridge all the time, and we try to highlight them to let you know. But one of the things I'm very proud of was the Youth Police Academy graduation that I attended. It is amazing to see those kids. And first of all, thank you to the police for their dedication and commitment for putting on that program. But for the kids to achieve, what they learn in that week and what they achieve, what they're exposed to. And really, when I go to it, I learn something every time. Like, we're amazed and, what the police really do day to day. And their professionalism and really their expertise on so many levels that we just take for granted because we're not aware of it. So there's a youth program, and those kids were so excited. And the police that ran it and participated in it, they were just excited as also to teach it. And it's really a connection, and I think it's very important, really, because it teaches the kids respect for law and respect for the officers. And I think knowledge is empowering to see really what the policemen do on so many different levels. And they even have a senior academy, and I'm just in awe that there's so much that goes on that we're not aware of. Also, as Councilman De Palma said, it was so fun to go to the Sarahwood South Little League State Champions, to see them win, come from behind, and then, from 3-0. But the coach was really calmer than I would have ever been with those kids. But it brought back so many fond memories, to see the team play from when my daughter was young and she played on Sarahwood South, and to go to the games. They never achieved going to the States, but it was just as much fun. But that Coach Burns and 3 coaches all together really kept those boys focused and really, really let them know that you could still do this and just really get through this. And they really poured it on. They never gave up, and they came through. It was really a lot of fun. So but was really nice also to see it at Menino Park. Really, that the township provides that for them, that ball field. There were so many different games going on. It was a beautiful day. So really look around and see things that's important. And of course, with the girls starting this program, if it spreads, running is not only good for you physically, it's really good for mental. And it really gives you a chance where you, just like they said, you may not achieve this well, but you may be exposed to something that you like that will carry you for a lifetime. But all these events, when you're with different kids and have this experience, you'll remember them for the rest of your life. And you'll remember the people that helped you during the time, whether it's the police, whether it's the teachers, whether it's your coaches, and you win through hard work and dedication. And really realize it's teamwork. And it also teaches you how to fail and be okay with doing that when you do lose. So I think really in this day and age, get your child involved with something, and there's so much out there for them to do. So with that also, I have to talk about several things, because we talked about it and it's very sad with the tax bill in this town. For people who've gotten estimates tax bill, I am inundated with that. And it is actually sad to me that we got to this point based on funding from the state to take money away from our school districts, and now we're facing a $23 million money that we have to raise through taxation for a school that has gone down over 2,000 students, more than that, from 14, we used to be 14,000 in high school, and then from 12, 10, and now 8,600 in the school districts. But to pay that much money, it's absurd. It's absurd that the state took this money away and things just snowballed out of control since the 2019 when this is going, that we're faced with this raise. We want all the kids. Education, as I said, is critical, it's important, knowledge is important, but to put this on homeowners, especially for homeowners that don't have kids in the school system, some people never had children, for the seniors, for the veterans, for people on fixed income, it is out of control. Then at the same time, when your electric bills are going skyrocket, and that's also from when you think about this administration in the state, what they have done, it is absurd that now how much when you're looking at your electric bill, you're going to be shocked if you haven't seen this last electric bill that went out, and it's going to escalate with this heat that's going on this summer. They have closed Oyster Creek Nuclear Station in 2018. It's being demolished now in Lacey Township. They've done away with the England Generation Station in Memora, New Jersey, the Logan Generation Station in Logan Township, Chambers Co-Generation Plant in Carneys Point, Mercer Generating Station in Hamilton, and Hudson Generation Station in Jersey Cities. These plants were reliable and generate more energy than New Jersey needed. And we were able to sell energy that we don't have the income now coming in from that also. So we were able to sell the excess electricity to the Northeastern Regional Grid, keeping our New Jersey rates low. This was unnecessary. There's no contingency plan, and people are going to be suffering. So when you look at your electric bill, I just really want you to know why it's this high, and it's just unacceptable to me. Thank you.
My apologies, I bypassed Councilman Murphy, so we're going to give him his turn for council comments.
Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to, I appreciated the girls tonight, Girls on the Run. I just want to tell them to keep going. 1972, I was the co-founder of the Madison Township Mat Rats. There were 3 of us. My coach wanted to do it because there was no wrestling before high school. He wanted to get in the grammar school. So 3 of us each took our own school. By the time I left the program, or while I was in the program, it was statewide. It was East Coast wide by the time I left, and they became amazing. I was shocked to hear about 2 years ago that they called the Old Bridge Mat Rats, and they're the same group of people. And 2 weeks ago, I found out that my nephew is actually running the program now. So it came full round, and I just tell the girls, keep going, because it will spread. Thank you.
Council President Sohar.
Yes, I'll just wrap this up tonight. Again, did you? Oh.
You're having a rough night. I really am. I'm calling people. Councilman Pasquini.
I'll make it quick. For the volunteers, especially the firemen, EMTs, I think we should do something as a council. And there was some emails that went around, and I'm definitely favorable to helping out to try to attract more. I mean, our town runs on volunteers. You know, the planning board, the zoning board, you know, all those different boards are they're all volunteers, you know? So without the volunteers, we wouldn't survive. I mean, what would we do? We have to, you know, pay people to do these things? So we really need to look at it hard. So thanks for coming.
Now it's council. Anybody? Did I miss anybody else? Sorry. Council President Mary.
It's been a long night for you. You look pooped, but anyway, no. I just wanted to reiterate, naturally, congratulations to everyone, our volunteers, for all the different things that go on in town, and how blessed we are in this town to have the people that help and really take care of things for us. So it's a blessing, and I really, thank everyone. I hope that the retirees enjoy themselves, that's a well-deserved. They have a little thing in the state, goodbye tension, hello pension, and I'm very happy to say it's so well-deserved. And, I think we've done, good with the police department. The rapport is there. They're having the programs. They're sharing with the community, and the community is responding. They just are so happy to be part of that. So thank you so much for all you do. And the volunteers, of course, as I said, Sean, we have disseminated the information, and I thank you for taking the time to come and speak to us. It was very appreciated. Sometimes, you need to hear and listen, because sometimes, everybody's busy and things go by, and you may not realize that there are some needs out there. So thank you again for coming and sharing. And Matt, great thing, the recreation, the public arts, it's just, and Fred, thank you for being here tonight as well. And I think we just have a great community. So everybody have a great summer. We'll see you back in August. I'd ask for a motion to go into.
Second.
Motion to enter executive session. Litigation matters versus Testino versus Old Bridge Township. And then we will not be returning into open session, so it'll also be a motion and a second to adjourn. Right. So who motioned?
Move it.
Moved by Councilman Murphy,
Second.
second by Councilman De Palma. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman De Palma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy? Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar? 9:06 p.m.